I've been having dreams.
Hello, and welcome back to our YouTube channel. My name is Oribi.
And I'm Chudi. In this channel, we talk about relationship, we talk about marriage, lifestyle, faith, love, and so many other interesting topics in between.
This is your first time in this family and in this channel. Please like, share, subscribe, comment, and tell us what you would like us to talk about.
Okay, so if you've not watched the previous video, please go back and watch it, or finish this video, or go back and watch it.
No, they should go back and
whichever
watch
way.
it and come back so they understand.
Because this episode is a continuation of our previous topic on how we met. Okay, so back to the story. On the Faithful Monday, like I said, I invited her out for a movie date, and I asked her to meet me at an address. Unknowingly to her, she was coming to my church because, like I said, I'd already told my pastors about this particular babe I'm trying to get to know, so they wanted to meet her. So she met me at the address, and then I introduced her to my pastor. Of course, she was surprised, like she was getting to meet my pastors. So my pastor called her just to get to know her, ask some personal questions, and all that. And then he called me. He spoke to both of us, and then having had that conversation with her, he gave me his approval, So shout out to Pastor Manuel
and Pastor
Priya Owarin. We love you. Okay, so after that meeting, we went for a movie date, and after the movie date, so we decided to stop by at a friend's place where I had to ask her out officially with all the lines, just hitting the thing like this. Just they enter like this, they hit that. So after the checking and everything, I know some of you want to hear what I told her, but of course, if you want that, come for private. If you want to hear that, come for private lessons.
Back to my own side of the story. He asked me on a date for Monday, and he said we're going to meet somewhere before we go for our movie. Well, one thing he didn't mention was the Saturday night, like the day before the finale of the program, we spoke at length and we found out that we liked each other. So that's when we decided to go on a date. And so fast forward to where he stopped. He took me after the movie date. He took me to his friend's house.
See.
Talent, shout out to Talent.
Talent.
So we went to his house, and then he's telling me how he felt about me. Said, guys, it was not just a sentence, it was like series of paragraphs. But when he was speaking, I know one thing that I was doing in my spirit was I was just saying, Holy Spirit, help me. Give me just guide me on what to say, because I didn't want to say anything out of my flesh. Because I also had been praying for a life partner as well for a very long time. So as he was saying all those things, I was like, Holy Spirit, guide me. I really want to give the right answer. So after he was done, I said my own. Me too. I also didn't say a sentence. I also gave a paragraph. My own was not like his own, but I gave a paragraph, and then I finally said yes. But one thing that struck out to me was he said that he doesn't want a relationship. He wants something that's going to lead to marriage. And I knew that this guy is serious about this. And he doesn't just want something that was going aimless. So he wants something that had direction.
Yeah. Okay, so like she said, I actually knew what I wanted, and for me, I've always told myself when I find the right person, I don't need to go all through the boyfriend and girlfriend thing first before getting to now, once you start asking the person out, then before coming to start seeing if this is going to lead to marriage or not. So I didn't want all those. I just wanted, this is what I wanted, and this is it. So I told her my intentions, and I made it, clear and open, and then that was how this whole thing led to where we are today. So after all those things, of course, the whole process, that was actually when we now started cutting. Okay, so during the course of process, we decided to pick a date. So we
Babe, you're going too far, guys. He's not even telling you how he proposed and how long it took us to propose. He's just going straight.
Okay.
Our story is a very peculiar one. I'm sure when you guys hear this, you'll be shocked. So I
Yeah.
think like after
That was like a week after. A week after I asked her out. I asked her out on a Monday, and then the next week Tuesday, I asked her out for another date. I asked her we should go for a karaoke, hangout. And
slow down. Let me give this with the details. So after he asked me out, I went back home because me and my mom were very close. So I went back home and I started telling my mom, okay, this guy, I met him, blah blah. And my mom trusts my judgment, so she knows that I'm not someone that will just jump on things like that. So I told her about him and she was like, oh, okay, let me meet him, right? So he came over and he was put on a hot seat.
that was Friday. That same week I asked her out. Friday.
Yes. My mom had like a whole book, written down. She
didn't even do it alone though. She imported.
She brought her friend. Shout out to Auntie Nene.
Her bestie.
Auntie Nene, if you hear this, if you see this video, shout out to Auntie Nene. So
yeah.
She had a book full of questions. So when he came over, she sat him down. Auntie Nene was not there at that time, so
she came in late.
She came in late.
Yeah.
So my mom now told me that I have to go to the room. This one is their conversation. So I went to the room and they asked all the questions and blah blah blah.
Actually, after the meeting with the mom, I went home, and I think of course the mom went to tell the dad about me, and then the dad asked to meet me. Actually, I wanted to, because I knew she was going to go for NYC anytime soon. That was like in March, of course. So my intentions were like, okay, by the time she's coming back from NYC, I'll be proposing. So I had some things planned out with my friends, Sister Ogo and Talent. So we had like some plans in place for the proposal, of course, after the NYC orientation camp. So, but then after that meeting I had with the mom, and then the mom she now told me that her dad would like to see me, and I was like, okay, well. So I went back to my friends and like, see, her dad wants to, meet me, and then we decided that okay, it's not proper to go and say a girl's father if you've not made your proposal known. You've not made your intention known to the daughter what you wanted officially. So we decided to draw the proposal closer. So I called the mom and I asked for her permission to propose, and then she gave me her consent. And then I invited her for a karaoke hangout. So it was going to be a surprise engagement. So she was on her way. We planned everything, invited everyone, made everything to go well. She came. We had some music.
Let me say my own side, guys. So, where did you stop?
So, you did your solo first. In the karaoke night. Yeah.
No. So, guys, this proposal, I didn't know anything about it. I didn't know anything about it. So, it was a surprise to me. And so, we already had a date. So, I felt like it was our usual date. Just go out. I didn't need to dress anything fancy. Me and my mom were out that day. So, I just wore a normal thing. And then my mom was now like, oh, are you going to wear this out to meet him? I'm like, yeah. She was not like, don't wear that now. I thought it was my mom's usual talk, like she can be like that. So I was like, okay, now I was going to wear this nice outfit that I had not worn before. So I did that, and then my friend Choma was in my house, and she was telling me, I'm going towards that side too. Like, should I join you so I'll meet this guy? Because at that time I had not told most of my friends about this guy, my guy I was dating. So she was like, hey, okay, should I follow you to meet him? I was like, no, I want to have my date, like my privacy and everything. She was like, okay, that she was going to go. So she went ahead of me, and then me, I came in later. So I thought it was a usual karaoke thing. So do you want to continue?
Okay, well, of course, I had some of my friends, Choma, Gift, and then so most of my friends, were all at the place, but she had not met all of my friends, so they were just scattered all over the bar. And then she did a solo.
See who we have here.
Hello. Say hello. Say hello. Come on, say hello. Okay, so I had a lot of my friends around, so she had not met them, so she didn't know. In fact, the whole bar was filled with my friends, and she had a solo. And after her, I choose a song that says, "Will you marry me?" That song. Yeah, so while I was singing the song, all of a sudden she started seeing her pictures on the karaoke screen.
I came in and then he gave me a gift. So it was like a pair of fancy slippers and was inside the bag. Sha. So I thought it was like, okay, we got together during that Valentine period and we started dating, and so he didn't have the chance to give me a Valentine gift. So that's what I thought.
It was a Valentine gift actually.
Okay, so that's what I thought it was. So I didn't know that, a big proposal was coming up. And then since I love karaoke, I started singing my songs. When I was done, everybody was clapping. I didn't know that the people that were clapping were a mixture of my friends and his friends. Didn't know that, everyone was actually there. So after that time, he now started singing.
Yeah.
So when he started singing, I started seeing my pictures on the screen. So in my head, I was like, I didn't even think engagement was coming up. So I actually thought that it was like, a normal.
Maybe I was just being romantic.
Yeah, he was just being romantic. It was part of the Valentine gesture. So that's what I thought it was. So the next thing, my guy man just going towards the other side.
And then the cameraman started taking pictures.
Kneeling down. Saying he could not even talk. Guys, this guy could not even talk. let me not even expose you too much. So he could not.
I said something. Come on.
What were you
I
saying?
said something.
I could not hear anything.
Okay, this is what I said. I said I mentioned her name. I said I know we've just been together for a short time, but the short time feels like forever.
That's when he stopped.
Blah, blah, blah.
He could not say anything again. He said,
like
we hitting nonsense. This guy could not talk anything. The next person that came out was now Manny. Remember Manny, guys? Manny, and then my friends and his friends. Everyone was now coming up. So I was like in shock. And then I saw Trauma that I met was now here. Everybody. Then Manny now started speaking for him, guys. Manny. They're saying that you are my inestimable.
Inestimable value, yeah.
Inestimable something.
Yeah. I told him to say that.
It's Manny that said all the things. Then was not saying, so what do you say now?
Yeah, say yes, and of course the fish say yes. Say it louder, and I say yes. And and that was how we got engaged. So of course, how we went through the whole 8 months of courtship before marriage is like another story. But yeah, that's it. That's
how we met.
Yeah.
And guys, if you remember the whole story, he said he asked me out, and it took him like one
week.
1 week and 1 day.
Yeah,
one week and 1 day.
After I asked her out.
Yeah, after he asked me out
and
to propose.
I asked her out just a few days after we met, like physical meeting.
Yeah.
So